Ladies and gentlemen of Salem, be ready to meet our first and next guest, Elizabeth Proctor.
Hello, Miss Elizabeth. It's an honor to be on your show.
So you interrupted me. First question. The audience's, the world's first question. Do you think your husband is guilty of witchcraft?
No, my John Proctor would never bewitch anybody, and he was a proud Christian Puritan. Yeah.
Goody Proctor, do you think Abigail Williams has it out for you?
I believe she does because she wanted my husband in an unprofessional way, and that is why I fired her, by the way.
Do you know the actions that went on between John Proctor, your husband, and Abigail Williams?
I do. I found out they were being sneaky, and I have an intuition. God put it in a dream for me, and I realized that something was going on. I kicked her out the house, and I threw her in the mud pile, and she went on.
Next question. Do you think Abigail deserves to be hanged for her actions?
I believe that she took many innocent lives. They did not deserve to be hanged or put in jail.
Yes.
As Mr. Hale once said, life is precious, especially in the eyes of a Christian. And so I believe Abigail should be charged, but not hanged.
Follow question. What punishment do you think your husband deserves for lechery?
John is a good man at heart, and he found his goodness in him. He went on a journey to discover what he did wrong, and he would never be the same way again. And so I believe it is up to him if he wants to go to jail, if he wants to be hanged. It's up to him to decide for his life.
The jaw-dropping question. What do you think of this witchcraft going on in Salem?
It is nonsense! And it's all because of me. They all have it out for me. They all have it out for me. And I don't deserve this. I've been nothing but good. I put food on the table for my... I put food on the table for my children. I kill the rabbits. I do. I skin them. And I feel horrible because I hate to take a life, but I do it so I could put supper on the table for me children.
Final question.
Okay.
How do you feel about your husband, Jonathan Proctor, being hung?
You see, it was really up to him. So when I think about it, I don't think of it as him dying. In fact, I think of it as him becoming good again. Ladies and gentlemen, John Proctor. My first question. Do you believe that you were the leading factor to the outbreak of witches in Salem?
I don't believe I am the leading factor of witchcraft in Salem. I, matter of fact, do not believe there is witchcraft in Salem, but that's a conversation you guys are not ready for. I do believe that Abigail Williams is lying, and I do believe she's doing this because of our lechery accusations. Now, I'm not saying that they're true, but I am saying that they are. We did have a little affair, and I do deeply regret it. And I do believe that is why all of this hysteria and all of this chaos is happening, because she is upset that she cannot have me. I do believe that Abigail is just jealous of my wife.
My second question. Do you believe that you deserved to be hanged for your sins and your crimes that you've committed?
Now, I do believe that a good Christian man of Christ does deserve to be punished for his crimes. However, the reason I am being hung is not because I am a witch, not because I am a Satanist, not because I am lying, but because I did not have my confession signed and written and stapled to the court. The world should not have to see my handwriting and my hand signature and my name signature just to believe me and just to clear my name. That's not how John Proctor rolled. As I said, I do believe I deserve punishment, and I do believe I had that punishment. I was just jailed up for like 6 months. I don't know, I can't count that high. But I do believe that I served my punishment well, and I do believe that me being hung is, say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, blasphemy in the court.
You know what? My third question might just be the heaviest of all. What are your thoughts on Paris? We know that he's scared of you. You don't seem to like him too much. Well, how do you feel about Abigail stealing all his money and running off on a boat?
I'm not shocked that someone like her in this situation is running away and fleeing the country and taking someone's money. However, I do believe it is a little bit of a childish move. Now, although she is a child herself, I do believe if she is old enough to commit lechery with a man as big as me, she should have some level of maturity. Now, I'm getting hung because I confessed to my sinnery. She is fleeing the country because she does not want to confess to her sinnery. She does not want to admit that all of this witchcraftery is all fakery.
Yeah, how was your life as a farmer before this chaos erupted?
It was like, and today we have a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cows and bishops, give a hand for Abigail Williams. Because you're a whore, I'm gonna hit you with the hard-hitting questions because frankly, that's all I have for you. First question, how do you feel about Goody Proctor?
I feel that she does not deserve to have such a manly man such as John Proctor as her husband, because as she said herself, she is plain, she offers nothing, and I agree with her with this part. What did he see in her?
My next question, how do you feel about your affair mate, John Proctor? How do you feel about him being hung?
I never want for this to happen. He will be okay, and I'm going to be taking Paris's money and taking off on a little ship.
Follow-up question relating to the last question. How do you feel about Goody Proctor being hung after she has her newborn?
I can't say I cared too much. Good for the kid. But yeah, she had it coming. She really did. And I made sure of that.
All right, my final question. Would you mind explaining to the audience, to the world, to the viewers, to the lovers, to the haters, to your motivators, what went on in that courtroom when you believed that Mary Warren witched you?
That Mary Warren, she was taken by the devil because she used to be one of us. But she got taken by the devil. He snatched her up. When we were in that courthouse, I look up and I think it was a blue bird, I'm pretty sure.
It was yellow, babe.
And I saw a yellow bird, and she was flocking to me, and I don't know why, but I got scared. I felt it in my soul. And her spirit, she sent her spirit out, and she came for me because she's insane, she's in pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, final question. How do you feel about Judge Danforth not believing you when you were talking about how Mary Warren bewitched you?
Wow. I'm appalled right now. I don't even want to do this anymore. She's coming for me!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for get out of frame. Free John Proctor! Free John Proctor!
And others, I guess.
First question. The audience's, the world's first question, if you will.
As John Hale... As...
You want me to re-ask the question?
No.
Okay.
I know the answer. Y'all hear the crickets? Jiminy?
Jiminy? I don't believe there's witchcraft in Salem. I do believe that whore, Abigail Williams, is lying! It's a lying son of a bitch! I don't believe I was the leading factor.
Why are you country?
Y'all don't want to listen to a player talk. And, shoot!